What have we here?
What have we here? So, we waited for Colin to turn up today, like he said he was going to, but there was no message from him. So, Phil, as you're here, I think you might as well open that, and we'll see what's inside, and we'll share it between us, shall we? Greetings, RC Model Geeks, and here we are in the shed again, still working on the Autogyro, and this is part 5, and it's been one of those days today, full of interruptions. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all I've managed to do is glue the two halves together like that, and that is it. Bixler Phil came over earlier, we had to play around with the shafts for the rotors. Unfortunately, the shafts are 4mm, which is good, and the bearings I ordered were 4mm, but of course they don't fit. So Bixler Phil took the shafts away and ended up rubbing them down for an hour with a bit of emery to get them to actually fit the bearings. So that has now been done. So we've got two shafts that fit the bearings, which is good. Now I think Bixler's coming back over in a minute, and we're going to do some soldering. We're going to solder some washers onto these shafts to act as a stop for the bearings. I'm just looking for the bearings. I've lost my bearings. Here it is. Found it. It was in my pocket. So that's one of the bearings. They're top hat bearings. Let's see if we can get a good close-up of that. There you go. So they've got a flange on them. Flanged bearings. So that's going to fit through the wood on the rotor blade holder. One at the top, one at the bottom. So, as you can see here, let's look at that. And that is going to sit basically in there. So that's our next job. It's just get a washer soldered on and then assemble that lot together. So I'll be back with you. This is going to be a very short video today, I've got the feeling, unless I end up working out here late. But yeah, it's slowly coming together. It's just one of those days today. Yeah, went flying with Bixler Phil last night. He managed to have 2 flights, and the planes are still in one piece. He flew his Bixler, and he flew his Mini Super. Yeah, quite successfully. So all is good in the Bixler camp at the moment. No dodgy stickness. Right, back with you when we've probably done those rotor thingies. Back soon. Right, back on it. So here's one of the mountings for the rotors, and I've soldered a washer onto that shaft, lovely jubbly, so that the bearing is going to sit on that. So the next thing to do is I've drilled some holes in here, I don't know if you can see that, small holes, and we're going to mount this shaft to the pylon, and then we're going to bind it with wire. So that's the next thing on the list. Bixler Phil's here. He's just stirring up some glue,
Epoxy.
some epoxy. Yeah, so I'll double check that in a minute. And yeah, so we'll get that one glued in there, and that'll be one done out the way. And here's the blades here. This is the hub and the blades. Just thought we'd put one together so we can get the distances right. That's got a bearing in it there, and a bearing in that side. So yeah, it's coming along. Not a lot of work done today, but more prep work, getting stuff out the way, which is good. So we're back with you in a bit.
What have we here?
What have we here? So we waited for Colin to turn up today, like he said he was going to, but there was no message from him. So Phil, as you're here, I think you might as well open that, and we'll see what's inside, and we'll share it between us, shall we?
Yeah, well, an airplane, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, but we'll. This is from one of their subscribers again. This is from Perry.
Oh. Come on out, bastard.
Come on, Phil. Come on. Use those big hands. Rip it open. Well, I really hope it's not a box of binding combs.
Binding combs, 21 rings.
Oh, look, there's a bit of tape there on top as well, Phil. That's it. See if you can get it open. Yeah, there's a bit. No, it's that way, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
You need to get the knife on that. Just to your left there.
Good knife.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, not more tape. There's more tape, mate.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, get it there.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. And then at the bottom as well. Then. Lovely.
God, what is it?
Oh look.
Batteries?
Right.
Is that my Dodgers?
No. It's not the Dodgers, mate. It's better. It's something you and I would enjoy together.
Oh.
Look, Golden Crunch. Who loves Golden? I love
lovely,
Golden
do.
Crunch
Yeah,
creams.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the other?
Oh, and custard creams as well. Oh,
I like them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Custard cream.
What should we open, Phil? Should we open the crunch? Yes, that was
Yeah.
my thought as well. Get the knife on her then, mate. Open her up. Let's enjoy this. Don't cut yourself, though. Yeah, you're in, mate. You're in, mate. It's like peeling something.
There you go.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, you have one as well.
Whoever you are, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Perry.
Thanks,
You're a
Perry.
star. Sorry, Colin. These are nice, aren't they?
Hello.
That feels liking them.
Well, I love them.
I don't know, they're really nice, aren't they? Yeah, you have as many as you want, Phil, mate.
I thought it was something to do with airplanes.
No, well, it is, because that's the fuel for us, mate.
Yeah, true.
So there you go, we'll be back in a minute, and once we've eaten the biscuits.
Is he there?
No. He's not up on the board.
Oh, it's on.
Got to print him out yet.
Tell you what, we've got to do that video yet, you know.
I know, we've got to do that video as
With all
well.
them planes landing and taking off.
I know. That'll be coming soon. Right, we'll be back in a minute once we've eaten some biscuits and refueled, and yeah, show you what we've been doing. Back in a minute.
Lovely.
Okay, we finished eating our biscuits. Phil and me really enjoyed them. Thanks, Perry. Right, pylon mounts. Got the rods glued onto the pylons. That one's completely finished. That's been bound and epoxied. Just needs a bit of rubbing down. This one still needs binding, but it is glued on there. Sorry, I just stopped for another biscuit. Oh, so nice. Right, somebody was asking about the size of this motor. The Impossible motor. It's a 2836. Wherever it's gone. There it is, 2836. So, let's get the vernier on it, shall we? So, upside down. Let's get it in the right place. Right. There you go. Diameter, outside diameter, 28, basically. There you go. And the length of it, now they're saying 35. If we wind that up to 35. And let's have a look. Where are we? There we are. Now 35 is the overall distance. In fact, it's a little bit bigger than that, 37. So
Yeah, if we go down to 35, close enough. Yeah, it's the total distance of the motor itself. So yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced that's anywhere near 500 watt motor. But I've just got to eat a biscuit again. Yeah. So there you go. So I'm going to call it a day. It's been one of those crazy days today. Not doing what I wanted to do, but we got a bit more done anyway. Yeah, there's the old blade again. We can slide the pylon on there. I don't know if you can see that, if my arms are long enough. Completely out of balance at the moment, but yeah, looking good. Right, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll be back again tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get a bit more done. See you all soon. Bye.